What's up guys, thanks for coming back, and if you're new, welcome to the channel. Today we're making Pasta Al Forno, or baked pasta, or you might know it as Baked Ziti. One of my favorite pasta dishes to make. So behind me I have my tomato sauce going. It's my basic tomato sauce recipe. I'll link in the description. You can check out the recipe for that, but wait till the end of this video to check that one out. I have a double recipe of that going, and it's so important that you use quality ingredients in Italian cooking because there's so few ingredients. So the quality of each ingredient is super important. I also have my pasta water getting ready to boil, and I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. So let's get into this. A lot of people have their own versions of this dish. Some people add ground sausage, ground beef, maybe chicken cutlet, eggplant. It's really good. I'm going to show you my basic Pasta Al Forno recipe today. But no matter what you do with it, there's usually two main problems I see with this dish. And one is that the pasta is overcooked. So you have to remember, after we cook our pasta, we're going to be baking this, because Pasta Al Forno, baked pasta, for a minimum half hour. So if you cook your pasta to al dente, the way you like it, fully cooked, and then you bake it for an extra half hour, it's going to be overcooked. The second problem I see is there's never enough sauce. You have to put more sauce than you think you need for this dish, because as the pasta bakes, the pasta is going to soak up any moisture, and then you're going to lose a lot of that. And by the time the dish is done, it's dry. So first let's talk about the type of pasta we're going to use for this. You want to use a pasta that has ridges so they could hold a lot of sauce. I have a pound of ricotta cheese. You want to use whole milk ricotta cheese. If you use part skim, it's going to have more moisture and it's not going to be as tight, and then it's going to have a runny mess for a finished product. We don't want that. And also to this I'm going to add 1 egg to keep everything bind together. Some fresh cracked pepper. And we'll grate in some pecorino romano. Mix that. And I have some fresh parsley and fresh oregano. We give that a nice chop, and we'll add that to our ricotta mixture. All right, put that aside. And like our ricotta, we're using whole milk mozzarella cheese. We want that full fat. You don't want to get pre-shredded mozzarella cheese. It's processed and it's obviously not going to be as good. You could grate this yourself. I like to cube it. Here we go. Just like that, we're almost there. All right, so we got our water boiling. We got our double batch of our tomato sauce. It's ready to go. Now we could salt our pasta water. Always salt your pasta water. We have all these nice flavorful ingredients, and then if we have a bland pasta we put in, the whole dish will suffer. Just give it a taste. Perfect. So we'll add our pasta. Remember, we're cooking this half the time. So if you normally cook your pasta for 12 minutes, this is going to be 6 minutes. Let that go. Then we can get this Pasta Al Forno assembled and in the oven. You can see that. That's what we want. Pasta is not fully cooked. Now it'll finish cooking in the oven, and we'll have it nice and perfect al dente pasta for our Pasta Al Forno when it's finished. All right, so first we'll add some of our tomato sauce to our par-cooked pasta. We can add our ricotta cheese mixture. Mix that with the pasta. Make sure it's fully incorporated. Don't lose the pasta in the bowl. Use a bigger bowl. That would be a smarter thing, but it's okay. This would be great just like this. Right, that looks nice. So first we'll put some sauce in the bottom of our baking dish. Coat the whole bottom. Some pasta. And some of our mozzarella cheese. Spoon a little more sauce on that. Grate a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. We're just layering flavors here, like a lasagna. And now we'll just repeat. Rest of our pasta. And now I'll put the sauce, I'll put more sauce here because I want most of the cheese to be on the top so we get a nice brulee cheese. We want that nice crisp brown cheese on top. That's the best bite of the whole Pasta Al Forno. Don't forget to watch the video for the tomato sauce when this is finished. This tomato sauce smells fantastic. All right, the rest of our mozzarella. And finally, Parmigiano Reggiano grated on top. We don't want to skimp on this because this is going to get a nice crust. It's going to blend with the melted mozzarella. So much flavor in this. Yeah, that looks nice. Some people cover it in foil. Don't do that. We don't want to steam this. We want all our cheese to get nice and bruleed. So I'll put a tray under this just in case it boils over. We'll check on it in a half hour. All right, it's been a half hour. That looks perfect. If you're not getting this nice caramelization after a half hour, put your oven on broil. Just keep an eye on it and let it finish bruleeing. We want that color. That's the best bite of the whole Pasta Al Forno. It's just that beautiful charred cheese, crisp pasta. The Parmigiano Reggiano got nice and crispy on top. Beautiful. I have to give you a closer look at this. And that looks perfect. I mean, these crunchy pieces on top, it's the best bite. Literally. I don't know if we can hear that crunch. Oh yes. See that? Not dry. Pasta's cooked perfectly. Grab a glass of red wine. It's not much better than that. Thanks for watching this recipe for Pasta Al Forno. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. I'm gonna go enjoy this.